Howdy everyone, it's Black Shadow here. Howdy and welcome. Before we get started with this video, warning that this might be slightly long, as there's a lot to talk about. There's been a lot going on, so in the video description below you'll find timestamps of various sections of the video, so if you don't want or feel the need to watch all of it, there's only certain bits you're interested in, then feel free to delve into those timestamps in order to, watch what it is that you desire. Things have been perhaps slightly kind of quiet, at least on the YouTube channel, over the past several days. Like I say, there's been a lot going on in the world, hasn't there? You know, from US elections to United Kingdom entering its second national lockdown as of last night. So that's all well and good and going on. But yeah, there's been plenty happening. Obviously, new chairs behind me now, which I have been very much enjoying. It is very, very good. Sorting out the rope, all sorts of stuff going on. Hence why there's been sort of not too much going on with the channel over for a couple of days since we finished with GTA 4. Obviously, I know Parasite Eve 2 is incoming imminently, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But yeah, I've been kind of just doing all sorts of stuff. I've been pushed for time as well, trying to finish other things before lockdown decided to kick in. So apologies for that. We're going to start talking about the YouTube channel first, and we'll talk about the Twitch channel later on, which is probably going to be a larger segment of this video. National lockdown is going to be happening for 4 weeks in this country, very similar to what we had over the spring and a portion of the summer. It's only meant to be for 4 weeks at this time. Of course, it may well be extended longer. It all depends on how things go, but I would be surprised if it did. Now, that shouldn't affect too much as far as the YouTube's channel is concerned. Things should be remaining fairly similar to what is planned, and that is now that GTA 4 has finished, we've done both the Lost and Damned and Battle of Gay Tony DLCs, of which I have really enjoyed doing them all, and I'm really glad to have redone the game. The next big local series is going to be my blind run of Parasite Eve 2, which I have been getting ready to do for a little while. I finally had the opportunity to sort of properly sort it out today. Things are looking fairly good for getting that probably recorded on Saturday is going to be the plan. So they'll probably start getting videos up and loaded for that on Monday is the intended goal. Now, as far as how long the series is going to go, obviously I don't know. It's a blind run. But, I mean, if it's anything sort of compared to, say, what Parasite Eve 1 was back when we did that a couple of years or so ago, it'll probably see us out for the rest of the year. Would like to get Parasite Eve 2 completed and done by, say, the end of the year, around Christmas, New Year's, which means I can look at starting with Resident Evil 7 come January, and then get that all well and done and ready to go, so that whenever Village gets announced, which could be any point, I reckon, from about maybe March, April onwards. Obviously, we don't have a particular date at this point, but I can't see it being before that. So we should be fairly good time-wise for that to rock and roll. I'm very curious about Parasite Eve 2 as well to see what I'm going to make of the game. I've heard both sides of the coin. Some people really enjoy the game. Some people think that Parasite Eve 1 was a better title. So it'll be interesting to see where I make of it. My gut is it's going to be hard to meet Parasite Eve 1. I really did enjoy that game. The so-called cinematic RPG, as it was dubbed upon its release. Maybe I'm just a little bit slightly jaded. Not jaded, that's not the wrong word, but over the past couple of years or so of doing a series I haven't done for a while, and then doing its second game, like say Dino Crisis, for example, which I didn't think hugely of Dino Crisis 2, especially compared to the first game. So I'm a bit worried this could be the similar to that. Also, by the way, if you can hear fireworks outside, yeah, there's a lot of fireworks going on outside at the moment. There's not a lot I can do about that. So yeah, apologies for that. But anyways, yeah. So that's the plan. Get that recorded on Saturday, and then look to rock on roll with that uploading. Hopefully from Monday onwards is the plan. Outside of that, RTK, of course, of Alonso is still going on. I have, me and Alonso did do some recording of that earlier this week. Tonight is my plan to get those sessions recorded and start getting that uploaded onto the channel. And then we've got the backlog uploads from Twitch will be going up. We just finished off with the Outbreak raffle games, the double stip stuff from September. That's just all gone up onto the channel. That's all well and ready to go. So yeah, at this physical point, at this exact moment in time of recording, there is no videos left on the channel to upload at this point. It's all got to be processed or uploaded, sort of thing, basically. which we're in the midst of doing anyways. There are 3 series at the moment from Twitch to get uploaded onto the YouTube. That is my run of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is the first Castlevania game I've ever played. There is my one-shot, I did it one stream, run of Little Nightmares. And then a similar one I did for Alan Wake's American Nightmare over the course of the Halloween season. Silent Hill 4 is still ongoing, so I'm not too worried about getting that all sorted out until, basically the series is done, and that won't be for another couple of streams. What I'm going to probably do is, all of Castlevania is uploaded. It took a lot longer, ultimately, to actually get that up and running on the... it took 4 streams to beat the game in its entirety, which is a lot longer than I was imagining it was going to take. And ultimately, it's a lot of videos, so I'm probably just gonna one-shot upload the entire lot in one day, and just bulk upload the entire series, because I figure there's either people gonna watch it or they're not, sort of thing. There's like 15 videos to it. Ultimately, again, it was a lot to do. I mean, it's quite a big game, actually. It was a much bigger title than I was expecting, so... But I'm probably just gonna bulk upload the whole load of that. I'm probably gonna do that... I don't know. I might even do that tonight. Thinking about it, I might actually get it all ready to go and just bulk upload everything over the course of like an hour and say, here you go, kids, have fun. I want to get that done certainly before next week when we do more regular uploading schedules. So I think that's going to be the large plan of that. So I've got a lot of work to do after this video is done. Other than that, I don't think there's too much going on local uploads-wise, especially over the course of this month. And the reason for that is going to be largely because of Twitch. This is where we get into the Twitch section here. So, as I've said, we are in the country, the UK, on national lockdown for 4 weeks, basically for the whole of November. Which means it's basically what the situation was when I first got here, in that pretty much everything is shut, and so I'm going to be spending a hell of a lot of my time probably in this room, in this chair, on this PC. Now, in comparison to when I first came here, where I was, it was the first time I'd moved from where I was living, to where I am now, and I was having to get used to that whole sort of thing. There's a lot of things preoccupying the mind. I was kind of still trying to sort this room out and whatever else. I don't really have that all to do this time. And I've been thinking, well, what do I want to do? I'm likely to probably spend a bit of time, maybe like do a couple extra sessions of Alonzo of RTK and that sort of thing. I can definitely, I could just do tons of recording for like Parasite 2, but I do like being able to kind of not go too far forward with local recordings. It's a nice way for me to at least try and respond to certain comments in videos, in sort of future videos. I personally prefer doing that where possible. So what's going to probably end up happening is although I had intended this month, slightly behind the scenes here, I was originally intending to probably slightly quieten down the amount of streaming I was doing on Twitch. I'm probably going to be doing even more of it now because of national lockdown. We are still, over the next couple of Fridays or so, in the midst of doing Silent Hill 4 The Room, that is blind. We did the first one of those last week, which was very enjoyable, and looking forward to doing more of that. I'm estimating 3 streams for that. I could be wrong. It might be more. I've got a bit of off-screen work to do, actually, for that before tomorrow, to add to the list of things I need to do tonight. And also Sundays, we've been doing Jackbox Party Pack streams as a thank you for all the support that we got on the Twitch channel over the course of September. Those are done now. So Sundays, from now until whenever we get it all done, is the rest of the Resident Evil Outbreak Raffle Raffle Double Stip games. And there was 28 games still to play. We did 16 over the first 3 streams. But after a little bit of wrangling and dealing, basically I've said 30 games. 30 Outbreak Raffle Raffle Double Stip games to be played, everyone. And I will be doing those every Sunday with anyone who dares to join until we get all 30 done. It's going to be basically up until Christmas. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But ultimately, that was the deal. Every 2 subscriptions we got on Twitch, I would do a double stip game, and I got nearly 100. So I was like, well, looks like I've regretted this live choice, but it should be good. The Outbreak stream is always great. A lot of people join in for them, watching, playing, and they're always great entertainment. So I'm very looking forward to that. So those two are going to be pretty much set. Silent Hill on the Fridays, and then whatever the hell I do afterwards. What's going to be different for Twitch is that there's going to be probably some kind of... I don't know what the best word for it is. Fridays and Sundays are set, and that's how it's going to be. But there's going to be likely some kind of maybe not planned streams going, or maybe some more casual sort of just general gaming going on, which I'm just going to be doing on Twitch as a way to kind of, socialize and whatever else sort of thing. There are a couple of titles I'm interested in actually delving into over the course of this month. One I've already had been, it's a game called the Blackout Club, which is kind of, as I tried to describe in the first stream I did of it, if you took like the old Thief games of like the 90s, put in a room, take like Left 4 Dead, maybe a bit of Dead by Daylight as well, put those in the room, leave them for 20 minutes, let them have children, you probably get something similar to the Blackout Club. It's a very kind of cool, still niche at the moment, kind of procedurally generated game, but it's really, really cool stuff. Everyone's seen it on the stream so far, has thought, yeah, this isn't too bad. So I'll probably be doing bits and more of that as we go as well. Also, there is one game that I am endeavouring to do over the course of this month because I got it a while back and have still yet to play it. And that is Celeste, the indie platformer from 2018? Question mark? Someone here probably knows, but dates better than me. But yeah, I know it's a game that was heavily raved about when it came out. It's a fantastic game, and I know that. It's a tricky platform as well. I am reliably informed. But I do want to spend this month actually tackling that game and sort of chilling out with that. What I'm not going to do, however, is I'm not really going to be like setting, right, I'm going to do this stream on this day and whatever else, because for that sort of thing, I don't really know. It kind of depends a little bit on myself, how I'm feeling and whatever else, and other plans that I've got up as well. For example, like say this Sunday after the Resident Evil raffle, about a couple of hours afterwards, I'm going to be delving into a game which I only experienced for the first time last weekend, a game called Monster Prom, which is effectively a dating sim. A comedic dating sim, but a dating sim, which I got introduced to last weekend with some folks I've met very recently and enjoyed their company. And we're going back for round 2 of that this Sunday, featuring voice acting, including from me. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of sort of offhand kind of as I go streaming and that sort of thing. And if anyone's around and wants to enjoy those and, chill out, socialize, say hi, whatever else, then of course your company will be very much appreciated. But I understand those streams are probably going to be a bit on the quieter side compared to sort of the usual fixed Friday and Sunday streams that I tend to do anyways. And that's totally fine. There might be other stuff I do as well. I might schedule like the occasional like Jackbox stream or something else. A lot of this information is probably disseminated via both my Discord and Twitter. I may, if I remember, put up some posts on YouTube indicating some of these, but I wouldn't guarantee on it, especially with the amount of notification limits you get as well for videos. So, I try not to throw that off too much, but I start throwing in posts as well. And there'll be a lot of information going people's way. So I'll kind of try and do what I can. The only other bits and pieces to make mention of on the side is, yes, the chair. More officially, this is the SecretLabs Omega chair, which I did get hold of with everyone's hard-earned money from September. It is a very nice chair. I put this together on stream last week. I think it was last Friday before I did Silent Hill 4. Still kind of breaking a little bit. And to be fair, this is the first time in a long time I've kind of decided, let's go get something sort of really, really nice. And it is a very, very nice chair for what it is. So very, very enjoyable. Hopefully get much use out of it, especially over the course of this month. Also to mention as well is the occasional podcast I'm getting involved in with the Infinite Syndicate. We've got a couple of podcasts coming up over the course of this month. This Sunday, I think it's about 1 in the morning UK time. That really matters to me at the moment, which is about 8 o'clock Eastern. We've got a podcast discussing all the various viruses over the course of the Resident Evil series, which is going to be a kind of an interesting discussion. It's a very kind of particular subject. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to be. So that's going to go. They could get quite detailed at some points. My knowledge on that particular area of the series is admittedly not great. like in its specifics, so we'll kind of see how that runs. But the one I'm definitely much looking forward to is 2 weeks from then, 2 weeks this Sunday. I am actually going to be doing a podcast with them regarding Resident Evil Outbreak as a series. It is the one I've been looking forward to since it was announced they were going to do that about 2 months ago. I put my name down immediately for it, and I'm making sure the schedule is going to be really clear for that. There is so much to talk about in regards to Outbreak the series. I like to think I'm probably a fairly decent authority on the subject. There'll also be surely discussions about like Resident Evil Resistance is bound to come up, and should they have done an Outbreak File 3 instead of Resistance. This is all surely going to be discussed. I'm very much looking forward to that. I will definitely make a mention of that on the channel a bit closer to the time, because as many of you guys can have a listen to, the more the merrier for sure. There is one more subject I want to talk about, which has been coming up on the channel a surprising amount over the past few weeks or so, especially since GTA 4 has been coming towards completion. And that is regarding Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Now, I've had quite a few requests over the past couple of weeks of people wondering if I'm going to LP that specific game and when I was going to LP that specific game. It's been kind of surprising, really. I haven't expected so many people to be kind of interested in me doing that series. You know, it's not a game I've played. I do have it. It's over there somewhere. But I've never played it in huge detail as such, which is kind of my own fault, and I don't feel necessarily too great about that, but that's kind of the way it's gone. So yeah, I've had a lot of questions regarding how if I'm going to do that series on the channel, and I suppose if there's a lot of folks that are interested in seeing me do it, then sure, I'm sure I can look to sort that out. I probably would do it as a local series. I don't think I'd stream it. As for when that might happen, I mean, I suppose I've got a lot of time this month, don't I? I might find an opportunity to get that sorted out and perhaps start recording some of that this month and start loading that on the channel, make it sort of like a side series to Parasite Eve as well as Resident Evil 7 down the line as well. So, yeah. If a lot of people are interested in me seeing me have a go at it, then yeah, sure. We'll have a look and see what I can sort out for the channel, but it might not be for a couple of weeks yet, so I would just ask to hang there for the time being. I think largely, actually. I thought it was going to be a much longer video than this. That is probably for the best, keeping things nice and concise. So yes, thank you much for listening, everyone. I hope everyone stays relatively safe as best they can, both in the UK, obviously in lockdown, and over in the US, where things are obviously in the midst of being a little on the crazy side, which is kind of one of those things. It will calm down very soon. Fingers crossed, at least. So yeah, take care of yourselves, everyone. Stay safe in these crazy old times. And yeah, if I don't see you on the YouTubes or the Twitches very soon, then, well, I technically don't know where else I would see you, to be fair. We have the Twitter, we have a Discord, we got Patreon. There's links to those all in the description below. There's all sorts of things and ways to engage with the channel, and they're all very appreciated. So yeah, take care of yourselves, everyone. And yeah, I will see you all, probably, as far as actual proper content is concerned, on this channel, next week, Monday. Parasite Eve 2. Should be good. See you then.